What is going on, everybody? I was debating on starting off the stream with like just like it was all the chaos and the hype, and then I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, what's up?" How's it going, everybody? Happy Thursday, right? Thursday? Yeah, we're on Thursday. I don't know what day it is anymore. Do you all? uh Yeah, Admiral, I saw that. I got nervous when I saw the flag for the audio. And what's funny about that is the two songs that I used at the beginning of the last stream, they were both copyright free, at least where I found them. So I was lied to, I guess. But thank goodness it wasn't the Chipmunk song, because that would have been so scary. I would have been so sad. I would have been like, oh man, I can't ever record this because it'll be flagged every time. Well, I feel like it's like, oh hey guys, we just talked to each other about 2 minutes ago over in the Discord. It's fun. I love it. It's like different. It's like, oh, I have seen you guys over the last 2 days versus like normally when I stream, I'm like, oh hey, I haven't talked to you guys in a couple days. Like, how's it going? But now it's like, oh, hey, remember we were just hanging out in the tavern and we just wandered our way over here into the stream, half drunk from all the uh chaos that's been happening over there. Guys, what is up? I know I'm so excited about the Discord. I cannot tell you, like, I didn't know what to think in the beginning when it was brought up as a suggestion, like, oh, you should make a Discord. And I was like, I for one, I never use Discord, and two, like the only time I do use it is to like voice chat when I'm playing a game. Um, but never to like chat. Guys, can you hear Charlie? She's having a day. I didn't mean to like interrupt my thought there, but I'm sure you can hear it happening. She keeps like she keeps doing this like loud. I think she found the ability to like do a loud yell, and I think she's just practicing that. um, maybe it's the way the moon's positioned, Queen. Maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. Um, Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, right, Discord. Yeah. And so I was like, oh, I don't know what it's going to be like. Like, whatever. Like, I'll just throw it together. Yeah, throw it together. I took 2 weeks to put this thing together. And so I was like, well, we'll see what happens. And yeah, like it's been so awesome to like just see everybody that showed up for one, and then two, like everybody that talks to each other, and like the communication and the relationships that are being built is just, it makes me happy. I was telling my wife that yesterday. I was like, boy, the community is just so amazing. Yeah, Dylan agreed. Like, I'm gone for like an hour, I go have lunch or something, and I come back and I'm like, oh well, I gotta spend the next 10 minutes reading through the messages to try and get caught up with what's going on. But it's really cool. I absolutely love it. If you aren't in the Discord, feel free to hit the link down in the About Me section. Um, Come on over, join in, say hello, lurk if you want. There's entertaining conversation also happening. um, Welcome. I feel like, I could call everybody out, but I think everybody that's here is just come over from the Discord. But I see, and I'm also trying to remember like who's connected, because I think we do have a few different names that are popping up. So let me know. Mandy, I know who you are over there. Nexus. Who are you? Which one are you, Nexus? I don't remember. Anar. Anar, you're becoming a staple to this stream. Every time, like, I feel like every time we start, you're like, boom, here we go. It's like you sat down at the blackjack table and you're like, $5. What do you got? Thank you so much. It is a tradition now. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. It's so wonderful that you do that. Thank you. Overdrive is here. Let's see. Till, Chris, you're here. Ramus, Dylan, Queen Bee is here. Oh, okay. In case you didn't know, I know we announced it over in the tavern, but Queen Bee has also become one of my other mods for the Twitch channel because she's been with me since the beginning as well. So her and Dylan are now our go-tos. They will make my life so easy that I'm not gonna have to do anything. They're just gonna take care of it all. So thanks for doing all my work for me. Appreciate it. That's the key in life is finding people who will do everything for you, and then you just enjoy the spoils. So thank you to both of you for doing that. Admiral's here. Let's see. Anybody else that I'm chaotic, of course, is here. Hello. Anar, we know you're here. Thank you. Thank you again. Heyo! Admiral, gift in the look at that. Look at that charity that's happening right now. Anar donated, and then Admiral gave him a sub. Like I love that. It's like when I go, like, have you ever had this happen? You go to like I go to like a fast food restaurant, and I'll be in the drive-thru, and I go, oh, you know what? I'm gonna try and do something nice today. So I get up to the window, and I'm like, hey, how much is like, what's the order behind me? And then they're like, oh, it's like, it's a burger and fries or something. Cool, here, just put that on my card too. And then I leave, or like as I'm leaving, I look up and it's like that last minute, like, oh, thank you, and you're like, gone. It's like one of those pay it forward moments. If you don't ever do that, you should. It's like the coolest feeling in the world. If you can do it, like you should try it. It's like just the neatest thing in the world. Um, did I get everybody? I feel like I did. I don't know. Let me keep scrolling. I can't keep up with the chat now. Um, Boston Tom. Hey, Sean, how are you? Yeah, it's so funny. I was just asking if you were alive because we hadn't seen you in the Discord, but I don't know how active you are on Discord either. I know you're here every day, so I was getting a little nervous. I was like, oh, I hope Sean's okay. But it's good to see you here. I'm glad you are with us. And they said you got a PS5, so I kind of understand where you've been. Noel Francis, hello. Welcome. Who else? Anybody else here? Oh, what is this? Gift shared rewards. Oh, 5 emotes shared. Whoa. I don't even know what that is. Hey, Rain, what's going on? Chris/Javier is here. The chat is chaos already. Chaos? Yeah, I can't even keep up with it. Dylan, it's gonna be a good cop, bad cop. Yep. I love that. Tommy Boy. I know that you're referencing someone else, but I love that movie, by the way. Admiral is always so nice. Yes. Sean, been busy back at work. Got it. Okay, understood. Cool. I think we're caught up. Let's see. That reminds me. Okay, great. Beautiful. Guys. Okay, we're back. Thursday. Today, Thursday. Let's see. Really nothing to report over the last couple days other than the new Discord and the madness that's been happening over there. Also, just a reminder, if you have a Twitch, obviously, and you're here and you go into the Discord, make sure you sync your Discord to your Twitch account so that way you get the proper role when you come over, because we have a special role for everybody who is a Twitch person over here that is a sub and all that good jazz. So make sure you sync that up. Is there a command to link to the server? Nope. I'm glad you answered your own question. I'm sure I could probably figure that out. Oh wow, right out the gate, we're just redeeming those points. Okay. I don't know if I can do this segment of the stream in Chipmunk because nobody would understand what I'm saying. I get that a lot. People will watch the video and they're like, "What did he just say?" I mean, I don't know, but it's funny as hell. Barty is here. Let's see. Barty, are you here? Let's see if you'll hug me. I haven't linked him to. Okay, yeah. Thank you for the hug, Barty. I need to set that up, huh? Let me see. Is that an easy thing to do? I can probably do it real quick here. Okay, hold on. Yep. Okay, here we go. I'm doing the magic right here, guys. Right here. right here, direct from the lamp. Anybody get that reference? Anybody? Um, where is my? Here we go. There's my invite thingamajig, and we just need to wait. Why is the code not there? Oh, because I'm streaming. Oh, duh. Come on, get out of here. Disable that for a second. Trying to protect me. Like, don't give out all your information. All right, so here we go. Server settings. Boom. Shakalaka. Okay, so we're going to copy this code. Shaboom. Great. And then we're going to go over here to Barty. Barty, are you there? Come here, Barty. I got something for you. Come here, Barty. Is he a dog now? It sounds like I'm calling a dog. Barty, come here, Barty. Okay, so we're going to do this little Discord and and join us at the at Clark Bard's Tavern. And then we'll do that. Whoops, that's not going to work. Oh my gosh, did somebody else? Tavern. Oh my gosh, totally lost. Did anybody guess the? Nope, nobody guessed it. That's okay. Me 6. Oh gosh, me 6. You get out of here. You just get out of here. We don't want your nonsense. Where was the link to the? I just saw somebody post it. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Oh, right, because you have to do the Discord. Okay, yeah. Discord.gg/code. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna see if this works, guys. Let's try it. Okay, Discord. Come over and join us at Clark Bard's Tavern. Discord, and then hopefully the link works. I feel like if I click on it, it's not going to really do anything. Thank you, Nexus. Listen, you are constantly, all of you are constantly working to improve my Twitch and Discord, and I can't thank you enough. Thank you. Okay. Now that you got to see the behind the scenes, that was like a, oh, how do you do this? And I didn't really show you, but we did it anyways. So there you go. Cool. All right, so today we're gonna get back into Star Wars again, which I love. Hold on, I gotta figure out how to turn this back on again. There was a button that, gosh, there we go, enable. Whoop. Perfect. Mandy, thank you. Start the right game. Got it. Oh yes, also, not that I'm encouraging you to start in this chat, because we have plenty of them already, but if you go to the Discord and you scroll up about probably 600 messages, there was a whole slew of dad jokes that were fantastic. But we don't have to do them right now, because I can't keep up with the chat as it is, so don't put them in this chat, or I'll never be able to keep up. All right. I'm gonna get the game started. A little Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Oh wait, I can't start the game yet because we have to do evil story time. More than 600. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, for sure. But there's some good ones you should go over. We really probably should just make a channel for dad jokes and just like throw them all in there because they were just so good. But there was so many. It was so great. I could probably write a book with all the jokes that you guys put in there. Okay, let's see. Just waiting for this to kick in. I know, I feel like RTM, I feel like I'm starting really early. It's like, calm down, Ashby. Like, we haven't even started talking yet. Okay, there we go. Okay. I guess I should. All right. So let's start off again with the evil story time. I feel like by starting it off with that, I lose people. They're like, "Oh, this is a thing? Okay, I'm out. I'm gonna go over to the next channel and watch some Yahoo playing another game." I love it. That's exactly it. The ones that stick with me, that's how you get, that's how I filter everybody out, right? Like I start off with the evil story time, and then whoever's left after that, that's who I want. I want to be here for the rest of the stream. I like that. I like that. I like that. Okay. Now I gotta remember we gotta grow this channel. You're right, Queen Bee. I'm sorry. You are correct. We do have to grow. We'll grow at a slow pace so we don't lose anybody on the way. Uh I love that. Okay. Why I got too many screens open here. Okay. Let me see who did the evil voice story time. Okay, Ultimate Bishop. Um Ultimate, can you please choose a number between 14 and 189? Oops, just kidding. 87. But hopefully you didn't pick 189. 14. Aw, thanks, Chaotic. Thank you for that. Yeah, I think I set up a thing for that, right? Hold on, let me try that. YouTube. Yeah, boom. There we go. Yeah, head over to YouTube too. I mean, if you watch it live, then I don't know that you need to, but you can see the clips too if you want, because I put those in there. Yeah. But thank you. Thank you for doing that. Let's see. I already have a load of children. Sadly, yes, everyone has become a child. Did I miss you? Where are you, Ultimate? Oh, okay, hold on. 32. There you are. 32. Got it. Okay. All right. 32. Okay. Oh, well, this is not one that I'm familiar with, so this is perfect. Okay, let me just get a couple things going here. I'm gonna add another little fun doodah to this. All right, guys, you've seen this before, and if you haven't, well, congratulations on being here for the first time. We do what's called Evil Story Time, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a nursery rhyme read by me with a little twist. And actually, I shouldn't say it's me; it's a special guest. That's how we'll refer to that. Okay, so let's bring in our special guest who's going to read this nursery rhyme. But first, let's give him a little nice nice introduction to make him feel welcome. Okay, here we go. Oh, how sweet.
Hello, children. It's good to see you again. I'm supposed to say that. They tell me I have to. I'm here again to read you a story. The name of this story today is As I Was Going to St. Ives. Can you please shut off the music? Oh, God, okay. Back to the story, here we go. As I was going to St. Ives, I met a man with 7 wives. Each wife had 7 sacks. Each sack had 7 cats. Each cat had 7 kits. Kits, cats, sacks, and wives. How many were going to St. Ives? Apparently, this is a riddle, and I need an answer from you, children. Does anybody know how many were going to St. Ives? No answers? Fine. The answer is one. Just one person is going to St. Ives. Goodbye, everyone. Great to see you all again.
Get out of here, devil. Oh my gosh. Uh, I have to say the music was great, and I love that he got angry at the music. That was kind of fun, actually. Goodbye, Satan. Goodbye, Satan. Could it be Satan? Anybody get that reference? Wow, guys, that was ridiculous. I'd never heard that nursery rhyme before. Anybody here heard that one? Calm down, Dad. I haven't heard that rhyme before, so I don't know if that's one. That one's a different. If that one came from a different location. Definitely not where I grew up. I love how he's become his own entity. Yeah, I figured I should probably do something with it because me just reading it is weird. uh that's terrible for children. I heard sax, sex, wives, and Satan. No, hold on. The line. Wait, let me go back to this. The line. Oh, it was 32. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was a weird one. It was each wife had 7 sacks. 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 But I guess that is true in the beginning. It starts off with I met a man with 7 wives. I mean, there are places that someone has. I mean, look at the picture. There's a guy. I don't know if you can see it, but like the guy, there's his wives. He's got 7 wives with the cats. I want to know like the backstory of like how did he run into this kid, or I mean this guy. I mean, he was going to St. Ives, obviously. Like, oh, I'm just on my way to St. Ives, and like, oh hey, there's a guy. Hey, sir, how are you? And you just see this like line of women behind him, like, hey, how's it going? And he's like, these are my 7 wives, and they have sacks with cats. What? I'm just gonna continue to St. Ives. Bye. What a mess. Yeah. I just don't understand that rhyme at all. Anyways, we can mark that complete. Good grief. What a weird story. It's funny when I was reading it, I didn't pick up on that, but man, reevaluating, you come across some things that you didn't get in that story initially. Anywho, Till, can you imagine having 7 wives and them all be pissed at you at the same time? Lordy. Anyway, 7 wives for 7 brothers, chaotic. Oh my gosh. I have seen that. I saw that like I think I had just started with Disney. So this is like, eons ago. By the way, Mandy, I worked at Disney. I don't know if you knew that or not. Um it was yeah, it's a funny movie. It's a funny movie. Hey! Hi, Junior. Thanks for the cheers. Whoop 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 whoop. Is that what I do when the cheers happen? I don't know. What should I do? Should I be like, yeah, or like double fingers, or do like wiggles and just like do this? Did anybody watch the Wiggles? My daughter, we just started showing her Wiggles on YouTube. My goodness, I get those songs stuck in my head, and it's actually pretty fun. Like I kind of, but they always do this. They always do the thing like at the end of the little segment. They're like, okay, we'll see you next time, and then they're like standing there and they're like, and they just do that for like a minute while the video finishes, which I love because I mean, growing up, the finger guns was the way to go. It was like, hey, 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 pew pew. It's very Hoop Did You review? Yeah, that's very true. uh, Interesting movie. 7 Wives with 7 Brothers. You should watch it because it is like like growing up. I guess you should see it. It's like one of like the things you should watch as you're living. I don't. Where am I going with this? I don't even know. Um, guys, oh, I got a hydrate request. That one I can handle. Have a little water, a little sippy sip. Nexus, you should never feel awkward doing the finger guns in real life. Well, I guess it depends on the delivery because you can't like one rule number one: don't use finger guns in a place of business that could mistake you as possibly robbing the place. Example, a bank. I wouldn't walk into the bank and be like, "Hey, everybody," and then do that. They're gonna be like, but if you're out in public and you see like a friend or you see somebody that like you maybe you're like attracted to them down the sidewalk, you can be like, "Hey, pretty thing," and I guarantee you they will run. So don't listen to any of my advice is the key to this. Your flirting lessons. Don't take them from me. Gosh. Okay, I'm gonna tell you the story of how my we're supposed to be playing a game, but sorry, we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna tell you the story. Everyone gather around. I'm gonna tell you the story of how my wife and I met because it relates to this whole conversation that we're having. So I think I might have shared with you all, but we met in Shanghai, China, because I was there working for Disney. Mandy, I don't know if you know this or not, but I worked at Disney. Um, I'm just gonna say it every single time. Um, so anyways, I'm in Shanghai. I am not the I am not the type of person that ever went to a bar. Like it's just not my scene. I don't really drink. Like I just and I always felt like bars were like a weird place. And I don't and this is no like no dig at anybody that has met anybody at a bar. Like it's just for me it was uncomfortable and I just didn't feel, you know, in the right space to meet someone, to be honest with you. Anyway, so I'm at this bar. So yeah, so basically what happens is I my friends that were there with me in Shanghai, they were like, "Hey, come out to we're gonna go to dinner and then we're gonna go to this bar afterwards that played like music from America, stuff types of oh, okay, cool. I mean, like I'll go to dinner, but I don't know about this bar thing. Like, eh. So we go out to dinner and we have some food. Then we go to this bar, which is like it was actually really cool. Like they played music from America, um, and I think they were catering to people they called them the Western people who were from the states and that environment. Anyway, so we're there. It's so loud. Like where we're standing, there's like a speaker right next to me. We're like dancing. I'm doing like one of these numbers, and I see Mary, who my wife. But I see her from a distance and I'm like, "Oh, look, she looks cute." Like, I wonder, what do you do in this situation? Like, I've only ever seen like in television and movies, like what you do, like you walk up and you're like, "Hey, cute thing, like what's up?" I did not do that, by the way. But what ended up happening was I had a friend in my group that knew a friend in her group. So I was like, "Aha, we got a connection." So anyways, I was like, "Hey, can you go over there?" Oh, sorry, the microphone's over here. "Hey, can you go over there and like see if you can get them to come over here?" So, unbeknownst to us, the two friends, they kind of talked and like got it set up where Mary was brought over to like stand next to me, like our little group, and so I'm doing my like, and I had a water bottle in my hand. I forgot because I wasn't drinking. I just had like a kind of like my water, like it's "Oons, oons, 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 oons. Hey, what's up?" And so she comes over, and it's so loud. I'm like yelling at her. "Hi, what's your name?" Rain, thank you for the subscription. I love it. Thank you. Uh, and so we're like, "Oons, oons, oons, oons," lights are going off, and I'm like, I'm Ashby. And okay, "What do you do for work?" This is literally because I don't know what to say. "What do you do for work?" She said something I couldn't hear. I'm like, "Oh, cool. Okay." And anyways, this goes on for like a while. Like we're chatting as best we can to hear each other. I'm constantly having to lean in. So finally we get like towards the end of the conversation because now my group is like, "Oh, it's like we gotta go. Like it's late." And I'm like, I gotta get out of here. But then I freaked because I was like, wait, I'm in a different country. I don't have like I had a phone, but I didn't have like a number you could call phone. We just used it for like text and stuff for work. And I was like, oh my God, what do I do? Because normally at the end, like what I've seen in the television shows, is that you go, hey, can I get your number? Because I'll call and we can like hang out, maybe go on a date or something. So now I'm freaking out. I don't know what to do. So I was like, and I'm like, do you? And I was like, do you have Facebook? And she just looked at me like, what? And I was like, Facebook. Do you have Facebook? And so then again, we're yelling at each other, and I'm trying to like get her name and put it in my notes so I don't forget. So then, like, she goes, I leave, and then I run home or run back to the hotel that I was staying at, and I type in like looking for, and she's not popping up. The name is not popping up in Facebook, and I'm like, oh my God, she just gave me a fake name. Like that's how dorky I was. She was like, "My name's Mary Smith. Bye." And then I was like, "Oh, okay, great." And so, so, anyways, what happens afterwards? I then go to my friend, and basically, there's some communication that happened that we got mixed, and so I was finally able to connect to her on WeChat, which, if you don't know what that is, it's like a almost like a instant messenger type thing that you can do with people, no matter where they are, in the world. And we finally connected. We went on a date, and everything else is history from there because now we're married and we have a baby. But I just thought that was the best. Like you were talking about flirting with Ashby. That story will show you that I should not be giving out advice at all about how to flirt with someone if you're interested in them. It just I'm not smooth. I'm not smooth, guys. But hey, it worked. So oh, hi, princess. Hello, Dima. Hello, Rain. Again, thank you for the subscription. Sorry, I was mid story, but thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate the subscribe. I'm gonna tell a little secret here. Rain and I went to elementary school together. Crazy story. I'm not gonna get into this long story, but he sent me a message once he came on because he came into Discord. Sent me a message. Turns out we went to elementary school together. We were buds, and because I moved midway through school, so I didn't stay connected with all the people from like the first half of my childhood. But so amazing that he found me, and now we're connected. Really great. We had some great conversation yesterday. It was awesome. You have to tell us how weird Ashley was. Sorry, Rain. I didn't mean to like throw that in there, but I just thought that was a cool connection there. I really, really enjoyed chatting and getting caught up with some stuff yesterday. It was awesome. Okay, well, I think we've now hit our 30-minute mark, so we can play a game now. um, unless there's anything else. Did anybody else have something? I thought that story was fun. That was a good one to share. I did hydrate. Thank you, Ramus. All right. So if you you figured you'd let me break that, oh, thanks. Breaking news. Breaking news. Old friend reunites with friend. It is a cool story though, because he said he saw me first on FBE and remembered me from when we were kids, and then just through the ways of internet, found a way to get in contact, which is amazing. I love it. What did you say? How did you go from not finding her on Facebook to WeChat? Okay, so basically what happened in that story was we both had mutual friends, so that's where I had to go. I had to reach out to my friend, who then reached out to her friend, and it turns out she messed up. She had been previously married before, so she gave me her. I don't remember if it was her married name or the maiden name, but whatever name it wasn't the name that was on Facebook, so that's why I couldn't pull her up. And then we obviously we talked about that later and had a big fun like kind of joke. And I told her how I was like, well, I just basically got like given a fake name because I was such a weirdo. So it's a fun story to tell. I love it. Talking is better than the game, by the way. Oh, I didn't know that. I mean, I guess I could just keep talking. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, so I'm sure one day when she pops in here, like I'll have her come over and say hello. But we love telling that story. It's such a great such a great like it's like one of those like fun like anecdote, like you could just tell. It's like, oh, how did you guys meet? Oh, let me tell you this story. Okay, you're not gonna believe it's real. Um, she did like you. Yeah, she did. I mean, sad for her. She ended up with me, but great for me because I ended up with her. So it all kind of worked out. And just weird, like also weird that like I was from because the way what it was is she was actually living in Shanghai at the moment. I think she'd been there for a year and a half or maybe 2 years at this point because she was working for a company that sent her over there to do some engineering stuff. And anyways, I was from Orlando, right? Living in Shanghai. She was from California. Her mom's side of the family, all they all live out there in California. And but then she's like, "Oh yeah, my dad lives in Tampa." And I was like, "What?" Like an hour away from Orlando. That's how close your dad is. Are you kidding me? So then it was great because then when she moved to Orlando, when her and I were dating and then living together, she had family close by again. So it was just like a cool, like it just all worked. And I will tell you, here's like my other bit of advice for you. You know, if you ever are in a moment where you're like, I just can't find somebody, or I'll never find anybody for me. One, not everybody has to have someone, right? Don't feel that that's what you need to fill your life, right? I went through a lot of years trying to figure things out, figuring out, one, who am I? Two, who am I dating? Like, who do I like? It was a lot of things, right? We can maybe save that for another stream, to talk about all that stuff. But there was a long time that I definitely was trying to find happiness in another person, and it doesn't work that way. It may work for a short time, right? You may find happiness there, but really you have to find happiness with yourself, and be happy being in your own life, your hobbies, just the way that you live, be good with it, right? And then once you feel like you're in a good place, you're in a good groove, then that's when you could, maybe start to venture out a little bit. That's what kind of happened with me is, I ended up finding a happy place even before I went to Shanghai, and never in my I had no like thoughts while I was in Shanghai of like, oh, maybe I'll meet somebody. It was just more of like, I'm living it. I'm having a great time. I'm in China. I'm experiencing the different things to do here. Not going to bars. Then I go to one. Um, but yeah, it just happened to kind of fall into place, and I believe that can happen. I don't think it's the only way. I think sometimes you do have to put forth some effort, but be happy with yourself. Don't ever try to find happiness in somebody else because it 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 will never work in the end. It will work in the beginning, but if you're not happy with how you are or who you are, then you're already setting things up for failure. So make sure you're good with yourself. But anywho, off the soapbox for that one. Let me see. What did I miss here? Anything? Um, I should have her sit down and chat with you guys. Here's the thing about Mary is one of the reasons why I was so shocked that she did that video for FBE, the pregnancy reveal. She is the most what do you call it? Um, Introvert type person. Like she would never come. She would be like, I'm not going on there talking to these people. Like she probably would do it and she'd be okay with it, but she would not feel like the first answer would not be comfortable. And that was crazy. But that's why I never thought she'd do FBE, and she did. She came on and did a couple episodes with me, so we got to do them together, which was really fun. Um, Dima, oh, that's funny. Who's this guy? Let me stumble upon him. Oh, he's from FB. I love that. That's great. Wise dad. I'm hoping that one day when my little girl grows up, she looks at me the same way. She's gonna think my advice is the worst. Um, Dad wisdom. I love this so much. Um, you went to a tavern. Ramus, I didn't see that. That's amazing. Uh, oh, Admiral gifted another sub. I got an emote. Wait, hold on a second. How did? What is this? I'm gonna hit the enter button. I don't know what this means. That was really weird. I'll research that here in a second. Um, Yeah, I didn't call. I mean, it was technically it's not a tavern, you know, where we were, but I got you. That's amazing. Thank you, Admiral, for the gift for Dima. That's so 21 gift subs in the channel. Holy cow. Rocking it. And I love that your gift shared rewards. Oh, is that why I got that? Oh, I see. 2020 suspicious. Oh, that's a fun one. I like that one. You get emotes from others sharing bits and subs. Oh, that's fun. Let me see. Where is it? Is it in my thing now? 2020 suspicious. Boom. There it is. I love that. That's a really funny it's a really funny picture. It looks like, is it like a guy wearing a Santa suit? Like giving the eye like 2020. It's hard to see it. It's so small. I love it. Admiral is like in the lead and will always be in the lead. It's amazing. I love it. Okay, guys, I feel like it's you being a sus Santa. I love that. Free popcorn for Admiral. Oh my gosh. That's what she said. Wait, who said, wait. Listen, Mandy, I don't know. You gotta. I'm choking. I need to hydrate. Oh gosh. Looks like Mrs. Claus staring at Santa going to so many different women's houses. I never thought about that. Why hasn't there been a movie? Wait, has there been a movie about that? Like Santa being a little not so faithful when he goes out on his home to home trip? Yikes. What did you want to say? I was trying to figure out what your reference. You said that's what she said, but I couldn't figure out what it was in reference to. I love a good "that's what she said" joke, but I can't figure out the reference. I don't know if it was something I said or something somebody else said. Oh gosh, I love that so much. All right, it's so small I can barely see it. Bing. Good one. Good one. I love it. I love it. Remember the comments on where she's surprised about pregnant? What? People were talking about that? I don't read the comments very often. That's terrible. But also, like, it's life, people. If there's a baby involved, then, like, duh. All right. Anywho, let's see. We are now 45 minutes into the stream and we haven't played a game. Let's do it. All right, I think I got the game ready to go. Whoops. I don't even remember where I left off in the game again. I play it and then I'm like, what was I doing? Let's see here. Make sure I got that going. Turn that up just a hair. Okay, here we go, guys. That's weird. Why is it not showing the... Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, let me move this bad boy out of the way here. No game yet, but 25 viewers. I guess that's saying something, isn't it, huh? Sorry, I'm like running over wires again. You know, in this day and age, I feel like I'm just too lazy. I need to get a wireless controller that I can use for the computer, and then I need a wireless headset because... But the problem is I don't like to like plug in... Does anybody else have this problem? Like I want a wireless thing, but I don't want to have to find a plug to plug in and then also like set it up somewhere where then I can put the headphones on. It's like, why can't I just have the headphones just plug in and be done with it? Like, why? But that's why I have all these wires here. I actually prefer it, but it also drives me crazy sometimes. Oh, goodness. Anyways. Ashby upgrade fund. Listen, I could do it because you know, you guys have definitely helped me out with that. Like I can get the headphones, I could get the control. Well, maybe I could get the control. I forgot the controllers are ridiculously expensive for some reason. Um, I guess headphones are too, but I could get them. I don't know. I just choose not to. But maybe I should. I don't know. Maybe not. Nexus. Okay, you'll be lurking in the background. We'll be all here lurking in the foreground. that wasn't really funny. All right, I need to heal up. I don't know why I didn't do that when I left the last time. Rest up. Oh, someone rang the doorbell. Hang on, let me double check and make sure nobody's stealing something. Nope, it's just it's like this time of year, because of all the stuff we're ordering, and also because of COVID, for like holidays, the doorbell will not stop. It's like, you just put the packages out front and leave. I don't need to know that you put them there. Right. You hate Bluetooth, wires more reliable. Yeah, it really is. It really is. I have like a Bluetooth, like, you know, I could put them in like, put those little Bluetooth things in my ear, I guess, but I don't know. I like this too. This is just nice. I could, the audio is really nice, type of thing. Channel point redemption for dad jokes. Oh. So you mean like you would redeem points and then I would tell a dad joke? Is that what you're saying? Because listen, I have a whole library of dad jokes that... Oh, I didn't tell you. I found... no, do not start them in here. You cannot start them in the chat because I cannot keep up with the chat as it is. So if you want to do dad jokes, you go over to the Discord and you put them in there. But don't you put them in this chat here. What was I going to say? Oh, I found... I'm going to have to get it synced up. But I found that there's a... dad joke, like, bot for Discord, and I think I'm gonna get it. I think I'm gonna make a channel for dad jokes, so that way everybody can just put them in there, and we can keep them out of the general. And then we'll also have a bot that I guess you can either trigger or it will throw out there. I don't know. I don't know how it works, but I do like your idea though, Chaotic, of doing like a dad joke. I mean, I have a book of dad jokes. I bought one. No, did I buy it? Or somebody got it for me. I can't remember when we found out we were having Charlie. I got a book of dad jokes. I think somebody got it for me for Christmas or something. Dad bot. Oh my god, yes. That's so good. Hey, what's up, Protanope? I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, links to the server? Yeah, somebody just hit exclamation Discord. It'll give you the... It should give you the link to it. Okay. I guess we're gonna play a game, right? I forgot about what we're doing. Alright, where was I? Oh, right, I just came into the, like... Are we in the Shadowlands? All I know is we came into this, like, grove area. It looks absolutely beautiful. And it looks like we have more... Oh, that's right, there's, like, creatures everywhere. Ugh. Alright, let's see what happens here. I don't... Why would... Oh boy, what does this thing do? I'm a little nervous. Is it gonna, like, blow goo everywhere? Like, what's happening? Oh, maybe you jump on it. But why is that? Why would it have me run across there? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, I gotta go back. I gotta backtrack and figure out where exactly I was coming from. Oh, maybe I'm stuck here now. Okay, well, we're gonna go... Let's see. I can't use my map because we're in the water. That's a sneaky thing to do. But totally makes sense because your droid can't project in the water. Aha. Oh, wait a minute. Can I climb up the vines here? Oh, okay. Great. Where are you sending me? Oh, God. Not these giant spiders again. They're so gross. Okay, so I guess I jump across there. Oh, boy. Oh, you're done. Stabby, stabby. Oh, missed him. Oh, come on. Ow. Okay. Get out of here. You gross spider. So disgusting. Happiness goo. So gross. Happy goo. Yeah, that would be great if it was happy goo, right? I mean, we all love... What are you doing? You're following me. I don't trust you. What's happening here? Okay, so I guess I'm gonna jump on this thing that hopefully doesn't put out happy... That was kind of fun. Yikes. That little slug thing wanted to play, I think. What was happening there? Oh, everybody's getting hugs from Barty Bot. That's so cute. Oh, same, Queen. Like that. Those spiders, like, give me the EBGBs. And they're gross. Blech. Yeah, there's been some gross creatures in here in Florida. Okay, so nobody, you have to. I'm going to tell you about okay, I got another story for you. Okay, hold on. Let me. Okay, so this one's related to spiders because I think it's just a fun story. So, my house here, I have a house here that I lived in before I went out to California, and I was going to go out and mow the backyard. It had gotten a little tall. I was not keeping up with it like I should have. It was really bad. Looked kind of like a jungle. And so I'm like, I got the mower, and I'm like trying to like start. I get the mower started, and I'm having to like slowly mow the yard because it's the grass is just so tall. So I'm having to like mow and then like let the mower catch up a little bit. And oh, is it doing the? It has this autofocus thing that I turn off, and it really drives me crazy. Um, and so anyway, so like I'm doing a little mowing, and then all of a sudden I see this gigantic, and I'm not kidding, gigantic spider like crawl, like just I just see him like on the front of the mower, and I thought I was gonna vomit. I let go of the mower, I ran back to the front yard, through the gate, and I'm like in the front yard, like bent over, breathing heavy, like I'm like actually feeling it a little bit right now thinking about it, and I'm like, what do I do? Like that thing was a monster. I've never seen anything like that in my life. Like, what do I do? And I was freaking out. I was freaking out, and I was like, I have to go back and get the mower. But what like it probably like threw the mower as big as it was. So I'm like standing there trying to figure out what to do. And for reference, if you Google, like, if you want to know what this thing was, it was called a banana spider. I looked it up later. If you Google banana spider, you'll see what this crazy thing was. If you put a picture of it in Discord, I will kick you from Discord and you will not be allowed back. So do not post it. I promise you, if you want to see me get angry, put, don't put a picture in there. But yeah, just look up banana spider and you'll want to crawl up into a ball and die. Exactly chaotic. I actually just left the mower, packed a U-Haul, and said we're moving. So I'm in there and I'm like, what do I do? So I go into the garage and I'm like, I need something to like kill this thing with. Like, what do I? So I had a garden hoe. So I was like, let me grab this hoe. I know it's funny. I can't help it. So I grab it. I literally have this thing like under my arm, I have the hoe under my arm. It's like I was about to go into what is it, a javelin competition or a jousting competition on my horse. Like I was like, and so I'm like creeping into the backyard, and No spider pictures, Rain. None. No spider pictures. They're not allowed. I got to put that in the rules. Um, and so I go through the gate and I see the lawnmower and I'm like, okay, where is it? And I'm like, I don't see the spider. Like, where is he? And then I start thinking, I'm like, well, maybe I ran him over, or maybe he got caught like under the mower and got chopped up, and I don't know what happens. And so I grab the mower and I start pulling back, and then there he is. He like crawls out from underneath the front, and I'm just like, ah, and I'm like yelling, like swinging this hoe, like, oh my god, and I'm just like chopping away. I swear, like little legs were flying in the air. I don't even know what was happening, and I'm just like, ah, and I just was like, ah, and then I had to run back in the front yard and like breathe again. I finally got myself back to normal, and I go and I'm like looking and I don't see the spider again. And I was like, oh my God, what happened? So I'm like, he had to have died though, because I like chopped his legs off. So here I am. I've got garden hoe in one hand. I start up the mower again. And if he's under there, he's gonna die. So I was like, I'm okay with this. So whatever. And the rest of the rest of the mowing, I was walking around the backyard with this garden hoe in one hand and the mower in the other, and like on constant alert, high adrenaline, ready to kill whatever spider shows up next. And luckily, I never saw it again. I assume it got squished, but I don't know what happened to the body. That's the thing, is I don't know where it even went. Maybe a bird came and got it. I don't know. Like, it was the creepiest spider I have ever seen in my life. It was like something from Starship Troopers. I thought I was gonna die. It has long legs. It was just. So I found out the name of the spider because I had to Google. I was like, what is, I've never seen anything like this in my life. So I was like, okay, how do I, so I'm like Googling, it was probably something like, yeah, because it was like yellow. I'd never seen that. So I was like, yellow long leg spider in Florida. And then the heart palpitations came back because of course images pop up. But that's how I confirmed. I was like, oh, banana spider. Boom, there it is, close. Because I was like, I cannot. Oh, so god, so awful. I came across another one one time, but I was on a I was doing an airboat um excursion. Like they have those all over the place here in Florida. And a couple of my friends from up north came down, and we get on this airboat and we're cruising around. And this airboat, like you get strapped in. It's like a race car, seatbelt. So you're not going anywhere, and you're cruising around everywhere. Well, then he pulls up on this little embankment and he stops, and he's like giving a little tour, like, oh, over there you've got, blah 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 trees, and over here's a swampy swamp, and over here's a little gator. And then like if you look right here on this tree right next to the boat, to your left, right there at eye level, that's what we call a banana spider. I froze. I was like, I looked at my friends and I said, I cannot look. I cannot look to the left because I'm going to die. And I just sat there, and they looked over and they were like, "Oh my god, that spider's so big." And I was like, yeah, I know. I've encountered one before. And I just stayed in the same position until he moved the boat. I was like, I cannot. I can even feel like the anxiety right now from that moment. It was the worst. The worst. Well, and I'm back in Florida, so can't wait to run across one of those again. Just terrible. Anyways, that was my fun story. Um, what did you say, Queen? It was the one at Rafiki's? Oh no, they have one there. Like, is it like they have one in a case, or they have like a one that's like running around eating people? Ugh. Oh god, it's so, I just can't even like think about it. Ugh. I just can't. I mean, I feel bad for that spider that I chopped up, but I don't feel bad for him either. If you look like that, you have to know that you're going to be a target for destruction. Ugh. Oh god, so gross. I did enjoy your mission space story yesterday. Thank you, Chaotic. Brings back memories. I have lots of stories about mission space that we could talk about. I just don't want to keep going into I mean, we could turn this into a conversation chat. I can just switch it over, right? I love this. This is fun. Oh, there was a challenge on React with it. See, tarantulas, they give me EBGBs, but I can like control the EBGBs a little bit with them. If I had to like have one on my hand, I probably would be okay with it. I feel like I've made that like a friendly creature. But that banana spider, dear God, that was. Blech. Oh, Shelob. Pictures allowed in Discord. No pictures are allowed in Discord of spiders. A Goliath bird eater spider? Oh, hell no. It's tough to be a bug around me and Ashby. Yeah, no, you just get out of here. Yeah, burn the yard. Yeah, that's what I should have done. Like, it should have just been like, I've seen those memes where it's like something about like a spider is seen, and then it just shows like a property decimated in fire. Oh gosh, just a mess. Yeah, no, I can't handle the spiders. So gross. Yeah, it's his house now. I actually left. I rent the house to the spider. He was nice enough to pay me rent every month. I gave him a discount, of course, because I don't want to deal with that anymore. Ugh. It's so nasty. So nasty. I wonder if I can. I'm just gonna do this. We're just gonna do it, guys. Let's see if this just works. I'm gonna. Let's see if this will change it mid-stream. We're doing just chatting, guys. We're switched. We're switched over. I'm done with the game for now. I'm having too much fun talking to you guys, and as you know, I cannot multitask. So this is what we're doing for now. We're just gonna talk about things. We're just gonna have some fun. If we need to, we'll pop a game up there, but like for right now, this is what we're doing. It's the best. Okay. I have another story. Because we talk. Hey, look, I stopped playing a game and somebody follows me. This is the key right here. This is the key. Leaf of Lorien. I love your name. Guys, do you know how fitting this person's name is for this channel? I love it. It's the best. No, I don't want to pull up Discord because I don't. If I swear, if any of you have put spider pictures in there, like that was not me saying like, oh, you should do it. It'll be cute. That was me saying I will literally kick you from the server. So if you put them up, you better delete them before I get over there. Okay, it's safe. All right, thank you, Mandy. Thank you. Spider-Man pics are okay. I can do Spider-Man. That's okay. Yeah, Queen's like, I'm on it. I'll delete them. As long as it's not a spider on a man, I love that. Leaf of Lorien, I love your name. Oh, you thought I would like it? Did you make that name? Like, wait, hold on. Do you have a story behind the name? Because I want to know like how you came up with that. That's a cute name, especially for Lord of the Rings. I love that. When watching Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, the spot in the forest. Yeah, so well, if you haven't been, there's a ride. What is it? Which one is it? There's a couple Harry Potter rides at Universal, but the Forbidden Journey, I think, is the one where it takes you like all over the place. You're flying in like a thing. I don't remember the name of it. And there's a part where you're going through the forest and the freaking spider shows up. It just like gives me like I have to like close my eyes. I'm like, oh nope, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see it. It's gross. Banana Spider-Man pig. Please no banana Spider-Mans. Oh. Yeah, that ride with the spider is kind of gross. Oh my gosh, I'm tearing down my desk. I had a story. What were we talking about? Oh, Mission Space. Right. So, okay, yesterday Chaotic was talking about a crazy story at Mission Space, which was amazing. If you haven't read it, go over to Discord, search for Chaotic, or search for Mission Space, maybe. That'll probably show the conversation. And you'll see a fun little story that he shared. Uh, Fun fact, Mandy, I used to work at Disney. I don't know if you knew that or not. My first job at Disney was oh, hold on. I'm gonna hold the story because we got a story thing. Love Galadriel and Lothlorien. If you remember the capes of the hobbits, they had one leaf of Lorien as a jewelry. I do. Aragorn said back, "The leaves of Lorien do not fall so simply," or something like that. Yes. Okay, hold on. Let me share something with you guys. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this easily. Um, I love that you brought that up. Let's see here. Let me look through and find a something fun for you guys. Let's see here. Do 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 do. I gotta find the right picture though. Hold on. You might not be able to see it. So my wife and I, when we got married, um, last year. Wait, no, 2019, 2018, 2018. Guys, I'm terrible at remembering dates, and she will kill me for that. But we got married in June. I remember that, and we themed it Lord of the Rings. Shocker. Um, and the cool part is, oh, here we go. Maybe I can show. No, that's not a good one. So we themed it. We had all the girls and the guys had cloaks, as you should in a fellowship, right? And we got each of the wedding party the leaf of Lorien, and we all wore it on our cloak. And I wish I could find a picture of it up close, but I can't seem to find one quickly here. But it was the coolest thing. It was just such a great day because we both were like so into the theme. Um, we had some music that they played. The music when my wife came out was from Lord. It was just such a great wedding. Um, I think the video. Hang on, I think the video might be. Maybe I didn't make it public. Hold on, because I remember I shared a video. Let me see if I have it. It's like a little. It's almost like the photographer. We had him do photos and videos, and he did like a little recap video that shows all the highlights of it. I don't think I put it up because it was like one of those like personal things that you don't share with everybody in the world. But if I didn't, it's fair game. Let me see real quick. I think it's private. Um, dun, dun, dun. Yes, it is, I believe here. Yeah. Um, but I'll have to post a picture. I wish I could find. I have like a gazillion photos, obviously, because that's just what wedding photographers do. They take 100,000 photos. But I had some cool ones of like because even the cake, oh, the cake was themed. Oh my gosh, I should post some photo. I feel like it's like on my Instagram for like, obviously a couple years ago. And then we themed each table to a land. So we had like a table that was Gondor and a table that was Rivendell and all that stuff. And then we made little the gift, that you give to your guests. We made a little lembas bread pack. So it's like a leaf that's wrapped around, and it was like two little shortbread cookies um, that looked like little pieces of lembas bread. It was the coolest thing. And then we gave all of our wedding party like these mugs that had um, the white tree on them, and then we put their names on them. It was so cool. It was so cool. Anyways, enough about that craziness. Um, yeah, I'll have to look up the pictures and I can throw them. I'll throw them in the photo. I have to look around a little bit because I think even after I took the cloak off, I put the pin on my jacket. Um, so I'm sure I've got a bunch of photos of just that as well. So, anyways, I'll put some pictures on Discord um, when I can look through it and not waste everybody's time while I'm trying to find it. um, what did I miss here? Let's see. Okay, we talked about that. Mandy, start the right game. Yeah, I worked at Disney. I don't know if you knew that or not. It's really interesting. I'll have to tell you a story about it one time. Let's see. Tell a story in chipmunk voice. Oh gosh, oh right, we have to redeem the chipmunk voice in the country accent. I don't know if I can do that in story time. I feel like it's gonna be so weird. Maybe I'll what can I do? Maybe I can do something in the chipmunk voice that'll be let me think on that for a second. We had a Lothlorien table. Yep, yep, it was great. It's funny how when we were doing the seating chart, we were thinking about like each table when we made them. We're like, oh, who do we put in Mordor? I think we nixed Mordor. I don't think we even had a Mordor table. Hello, it's Manser. Welcome, welcome to the Fellowship. As we talk about fellowships and all things Lord of the Rings. So glad you made it. Thanks for stopping by. Um, Yeah, and it's funny, we actually watched Lord of the Rings beforehand to kind of get ready for the wedding. My wife came up with this cool idea that she wanted everybody to carry lanterns. So like the scene where all the elves are heading to where were they going? I think they were going to Helm's Deep, maybe. No, that might be wrong. The soldiers went to Helm's Deep. I can't remember what the scene was. Maybe it was when they were heading towards the western shore, maybe. And they were all walking through the forest and they had like the lanterns. We all had that when we walked, up to the whatever you call that area where you get married, and then when we walked down the aisle, it was really cute. It's Manser. We're so glad you're here. Should have Darth Vader voice for something. I tried doing a Darth Vader filter for this thing and it didn't work. I need to work on that. Good one. Okay, I'm gonna go back to another story because earlier, so we were talking about Mission Space. I'm way off track here. Lord of the Rings I could talk about for hours. So Mission Space at Disney. If you're not aware, there's a ride at Epcot called Mission Space. And basically, the way we would describe it is it's like a simulator ride that you experience. Yeah, I worked at Disney, Mandy. That it gives you the feeling like you're launching into space. So it puts a lot of pressure on your chest. It uses G forces, so it spins. We have signs everywhere that would say like this ride spins, dark enclosed spaces, like things like that. Um, and so it's an intense ride. I'm not gonna lie. When we first opened it, we didn't have like you came in and you rode the ride, and it was intense. Since then, they had some unfortunate things happen where they split the ride. So now they have like a orange intense side and a green less intense side. So the green side, basically, there's no spinning. The orange side, it like spins like crazy. Not crazy. It's not that bad, but it does make it does. It's a crazy feeling. I will give you that. It's nothing like um, something you've ridden before. The closest thing that would probably give you that feeling is the Gravitron. Like if you've ever ridden one of those at a fair, that's how it felt. And the Gravitron always made me sick. The thing with Mission Space though is that you're in a little capsule while you spin around. So you don't see the spinning like you do in the Gravitron where everybody's like puking and it's like hitting their face. This one you're in a capsule, so you don't necessarily feel the spinning because you can't see it. It tricks you a little bit, but for some people you still feel it. So it can be like it can be a lot to take in, especially if you close your eyes because then all you're feeling is the spinning. um Blood Knight, welcome back. Good to see you. Um, oh, let me, Chris, real quick. Did you ask Frodo to be the ring bearer? So here's the crazy part about that. We had, my wife had a nephew and a niece, and I had a nephew and a niece. So we made them kind of like a group of ring bearers, and her nephews had dark curly hair, perfect for hobbits. So they dressed up in hobbit outfits, and then my nephews they had like blonde. The girl has like longer blonde hair, and then the boy had shorter blonde hair. Elves, and they each dressed up in their own things, and it was the cutest. It was just the cutest thing in the world. I'll have to again. I got to find pictures because it was just amazing. Um. Anyways, back to Mission Space real quick. So oh, I'm glad you're. Yeah. Oh, always nice to be here. Thank you. We appreciate it. Sorry, we're not playing a game today. I hope you're okay with that. We're just chatting it up because that's what everybody wanted. um, what's chaotic? Yeah, I was going to say chaotic's probably throwing in some information here. Y'all think orange is great, but you haven't done it. Listen, I will say orange is great, but you have to be okay with certain things because it is intense. It is an intense Right. It's just in Disney World Overdrive in Florida. The ride tells you to look straight, don't close your eyes, don't look. Yeah, you have to keep your head back, look straight ahead, watch that video, and be ready for 4.5 minutes of madness. Um, so anyway, so Mission Space is a crazy ride, right? I got to work there. This was in 2003. I came down on what they call the Disney College Program. So sad right now they're not doing college program because of COVID. But it's an internship. You get to go work at Disney for about 7 months or so, and they put you up in some housing, and it's a really fun like experience. You have no money because you don't make very much money, and then they take all your money for the housing. But it is fun. I will give it that. So, anyways, I'm down here for the college program. They're like, "Oh, you're going to work at this place called Mission Space," and I'm like, "A mission what?" And they're like, "Oh, it's a new ride. It hasn't opened up yet." I'm like, "What? I've no what?" And then I find out much later in my time at Disney, they're like, "That never happens. College program never works at an opening attraction. That's usually held in high esteem for like you have to apply and get accepted to work at an opening attraction. You can't just like willy-nilly show up and be like, I'm here to work at an opening attraction." Anyways, I go to Mission Space. I've never worked an attraction ever in my life. This is the first time ever working in the industry. And they put me on a ride that when it opened, I kid you not, we had, I don't even know the number, but it had to be at least 20, maybe more. We're going to say just at least 20 times that people would throw up during the day. It's probably higher than that because now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, no, that might be just one ride bay. But, anyways, people throwing up all the time. And luckily, I learned very quickly that I don't have an issue with throw up. Some people do. What I did have an issue with, though, is the smell. Yeah, code V, code V, code vomit, and they changed it to something different. There was a new. Oh no, it changed to code V. It used to be a protein spill. That's what it was. The original code name for it was protein spill. That sounds disgusting, right? And then they changed it to a code V later on. So code V, right? So anyway, so people would vomit. It was disgusting. But what I could handle was look like I could look at it. I used to joke that I could like look at it. I could probably like play with it if I wanted to. I would have no problem with it. But what made me like heaving was the smell. The smell was the most disgusting thing I have ever. And what would be bad is like so basically it would be me and another cast member. We would be waiting to go in to exit everybody, right? So the end of the ride would happen, and we would just be standing outside waiting because you can't see inside. Like you just have to wait for the ride to be over, and then the doors open, and then everybody comes out. So me and the other cast member would always be standing there at the exit doors, and then all of a sudden, because the door would open, and it would be like that, like whoosh of air from the inside of the place where the ride is. Every time somebody threw up on that ride, that doors would open, and it would just be like like the smell would just like smack you in the face, and I would be like, huh? Like immediately we would look at each other and be like, somebody got sick. Oh god. And then you like cover your face going in, and then you have to find out who did it and which capsule it was in, and it was just the worst. It was so bad. I and yeah, sorry if you're eating right now. It's a little gross. Do you want me to continue? I can stop talking about it, but I have more. I have another fun story I can share about it that goes into vomiting. I'll let you answer that question. Oh, I have a yes, continue. Who asked me to hydrate? Pop. Thank you for that reminder. Don't worry, I still have your voice changes in queue. I might give you points back because I don't know if I'm going to have a way to integrate it into just chatting. Okay, so this story was again Mission Space, and I have lots of stories about people throwing up, but this one was like the weirdest one. I'm going to give you two. The first one was we had a lady come out of the ride, and I kind of smelled it, but like I couldn't figure out. That was always the game of like, where is it? Like we got to find out where it is that this person got sick. And this woman comes out, and she's like, she's looking a little pale. She comes up to me and she's like, "Oh, I got sick in there, and I'm like looking at her, and usually, it'll be like there'll be some on their chin, there'll be some on their shirt, from getting sick, and there was nothing. And I was like, oh, okay, well, was it you or was it a family member? And they're like, no, it was me. I got sick, and it's all over the seat, And I was like, okay. I was like, okay. And I said, well, if you need to sit down, there's benches right out back here, go ahead. And she goes, okay, okay. So then as she walks past me, I like looked and it was all down her back. She had so much vomit just running down the back of her shirt. And I was like, ma'am? I was like, excuse me, ma'am, do you need, because I was like, do you need another shirt? And she goes, I think so. And luckily, because of our ride, we ended up having extra shirts on hand for instances like this. So, anyways, we get her another shirt. I was like, well, now I got to go see what the capsule looks like because, like, what in the world happened? So, again, because this is a newer ride, we hadn't seen all these things yet. This was the first time I had come across this instance where what had happened, she had gotten sick during the part where the ride is spinning at its fastest. And I guess what she did is because she didn't want to throw up forward, she was just basically like, "Bleh," like to the side. And because of the gravity pushing back, her vomit just went straight back and then just went down her back into the seat. It was insane. It was absolutely insane. Oh gosh. Yeah, that one was one that was like I wasn't expecting that. And then of course like it happened many times after that because it was just something that was frequent, but um luckily nobody behind her ultimate. It was those are just single capsules of like four people in a row and there's nobody behind them, so thank goodness they didn't have to deal with that. Um Donovan. Donovan, welcome. Thank you for joining the fellowship. Welcome to our story time session today. We're just talking about vomit, no big deal. You forgot about me. Well, I'm glad you are here. And now you can remember and you can join in on the fun. We're glad to have you here. Um, yeah, it was crazy. The second one is a really quick one, just because I've never seen this before either. So again, doors open, exit doors open, woof of air. I can smell the vomit. There's a woman coming out, and this time I was at a position where I was like outside the doors. So I was like the exit greeter. I was like, bye, have a great day, right down this way to the hallway. And this woman comes out and she has her shirt, like she's holding it out like this. And she basically bleh, into her shirt. She did it because she didn't want to throw up everywhere. So she collected her own vomit in her shirt and was carrying out from the ride and but coming at me with it like and she's like coming at me with her shirt and she's like, I got sick. And I was like, I see that. I was like, I'm like pointing at the trash can. I'm like, you can just go right over there and put it in. You don't have to, I don't need to see it. Like, I believe you. It was like, I felt bad because I was like, oh, she really tried to, save it from getting everywhere. But also, like, I don't want it. Like, give it to the trash can. So obviously, we took care of her and got her shirt and everything. But I just always felt bad. So many people got sick, and then they made a lot of changes to try and help alleviate and make sure people knew what they were getting into. Because that was the problem: was people would get on the ride not expecting it to be as crazy as it was, and yeah, these poor peoples. Poor peoples. I don't even know what I'm saying. Let me have another sip of water. Yeah, now we have the orange and green side, so you can choose to not go on the intense side. But you can imagine, I mean, that ride was brand new, so it was constantly busy. People were there all like the lines were just so long. And people just get in line because there's a line, right? Like, I'm in line for this really cool thing because everybody else is in line. And then they get on the ride and they're like, what am I doing? It was insane. I like this. Okay, best magical moment. I'm gonna hit that. That's a good one. I have a really fun one for that one. Um, eat stuff to orange side. Can I ask you a question? Yeah, of course. Go ahead, Blood Knight. Please do. Um, Poor peoples. I don't know why I said that. That was so weird. Okay. Best magical moment. So if you're not aware, if you worked at Disney, I feel like I'm giving like a behind the scenes, like, ooh, let me talk about my Disney time. There's not really anything, that people don't already know that I'm sharing, I guess. But so magical moments were like a fun thing. Basically, it was like a thing that what Disney's known for, right? Like it's just a fun out of the blue thing that happens to a guest that just kind of makes their experience a lot of fun. That's probably the easiest way to describe it. There's more to it than that, but basically that's it. My favorite moment of just like a magic moment at Disney was at the time I was a manager at Camp Minnie Mickey at Disney's Animal Kingdom. For Disney fans, that place no longer exists. It got demolished when they built Avatar or Pandora: The World of Avatar. But anyways, in Camp Minnie Mickey and now in Africa at Animal Kingdom, there's a show called Festival of the Lion King. Number one show on property. It's really sad right now because it's closed, it's dark because of COVID. But if you ever get a chance and you're at Disney, you have to see the show. It is the best show on property, hands down. Festival of the Lion King, or Folk for those, in the know. Anyways, um, Festival of the Lion King. So just a quick overview of it. Basically, all the guests would come in. It was a big theater. It would hold, I'm giving you a very estimate, but like 1,500 people ish, plus or minus. Um, Big theater in the round. So all the seats were around this center area where the show took place. And they would do a whole Festival of the Lion King thing. But before the show started, we would load the theater. That was our job. We were the operations people. So I was the manager of the cast that worked as operations to help load and unload the theater. So one day I'm there, we're loading the theater up, and cast member comes over with a guest and they go, "Hey, he's got a special request. Can you talk to him?" And I was like, "Yeah, let's see what's going on." So the guy's like, "Hey, I know this is very last minute, but I want to propose to my wife." And I was like, "Oh," and immediately I'm like, "Oh my God, what can I do? What can I do to help you?" And he goes, "I just if you can help me out, I just want to do it in front of the crowd before the show starts." And I was like, "I think we can make this happen." So we do a little work. I get with the stage manager, who is the entertainment kind of manager of the performers there. And I said, "Hey, this guy wants to do this. We will make sure that we do it during the load time. We won't delay the show. Like, as long as you're okay with it, yada, yada, yada." And he's like, "Yeah, no problem. Great." And he was super nice about it. So I went to the guy and I said, "Okay, what do you need from me?" He goes, if you could just get everybody's attention, but like you don't have to, like, yeah, whatever. I don't, I." The funny part about this was like the guy had no plan at all. So I don't know, like, if he just been like sitting on this one all day and was like, I mean, we're gonna go see Festival of the Lion King, so like, I maybe I'll propose to her there. But it was really cute, so I wanted to help him out. So, anyways, we get the crowd loaded in, and I told all my cast what was happening. So we did like a quick announcement, because well, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but in the pre-show we do a little, we kind of show everybody how to do a little, it's the hand jive kind of thing that they do in the show. So we're kind of teaching the, people how to do that. That gets them a little quiet. And then we make an announcement like, "Okay, and now we have this gentleman who wants to say something," or I don't remember how we presented it. So the guy comes up, they give him a microphone, he stands up from his seat, and they were sitting like right in the front here. Oh, and I forgot important detail. He was in a wheelchair. I don't know why I forgot to mention this. There's a reason why I'm bringing it up. So he was in a wheelchair, and then his wife, and there was a little child with him as well, or not his wife, but his girlfriend at the time. There was a little girl there as well. So he, in his wheelchair, he wheels out, it kind of in the center here, and he gets the microphone and he goes, and he's like, he said something really sweet. I don't remember what it was, but he starts to go into like talking about her for, saying all these really sweet things about her. And of course, now the audience, everybody's like, they're in it. They're all looking at him, and I'm like in the corner, like, "Oh my God," trying not to cry because it's so cute. And he says really nice things. And then, yeah, you got it, chaotic. He gets himself out of the chair, like pushes himself out of the chair with his arms, gets down on the ground. And I'm like, now I'm at the point where I'm like, "Do I need to go over? Do you need help? Do you need help?" He's got it. He gets down on his knee, and he goes, and then he calls the little girl over, and she's standing next to him, and he goes, "Me and whatever her name was, me and my daughter, we have a question for you." And then the little girl takes off the outer shirt that she had on, and underneath was a shirt that said, "Will you marry my daddy?" Not a dry eye in the house. Everybody was losing their minds. I'm in the corner, like, oh my god, like dying. Tears are flowing down. All the cast members were just like, I could hear them in the headset. They're like, "Oh my god, that was so sweet. That was so sweet." And then we're like, "This is so sweet." And then also we're like, "Oh my god, the show's about to start." So we like go over and we like hug and give, and then they all they go back to their seat and enjoy the show. But it was the cutest moment. Oh, it was so. And she said yes, of course. Like she was crying, the daughter was crying, everybody was crying. It was so beautiful. A moment that I will never forget at my time at Disney. Thank you for asking that question. That was a really good story to tell. That was fun. I like that. Um, and it seems like you guys enjoyed it too. It was really crazy. Yeah, Disney was such a fun place to work. 15 years, such a long time. Um, where are we? I'm just. You had a question earlier, and I want to make sure I didn't miss it. I probably missed it somewhere in the chat if you asked it. Oh, there it is, Blood Knight. Got it. Have you ever been to Norway or want to go there? If you count the Norway Pavilion at Epcot, then yes, I have been there. Otherwise, no, I have not been, but looks absolutely breathtaking. I think I've actually shared some pictures on Instagram from a couple of accounts that I follow where they take some of these beautiful pictures of Norway. Oh my gosh. And it's just mind blowing. I'm like, I can't believe that this is actually a real. It's like when I see pictures of New Zealand, places like that where you're like, this is real? I thought this was just in a movie. Um, I can't, I would love to absolutely go. I've never been to. Chris yeeted himself out of the chat. He heard the story and was like, I'm out. I'm out of here. Um, what was I saying? Yeah, I've never been to Europe. I've only been to Asia and a couple different places in Asia, and then of course the US, and like I've been to Canada and Mexico, but I haven't been to Europe, and I cannot wait at some point in the future when we get to go. Obviously, like when all this madness is gone and when baby Charlie grows up, we'd love to take her to show her some of the cool sights. Guys, I'm gonna take a quick like 2 minute break. I drink all this water. I don't know why I can't last 2 hours in a stream without having to go to the bathroom. But in case you wanted to know, I'm well hydrated, so that's good news, right? I'm gonna take a quick 2 minute break, and then I'll come back and then we can chat about some more fun stuff. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And I realized I just left you guys in the complete like the void of audio. I'm sure it was like nothing. Sorry about that. Oh goodness. Oh no, what's happening? What's going on? Why is Ray what's happening? Oh, right. Forgot about their family. Oh, that's too funny. Did Chris come back? Oh, yes, he did. Oh, he forgot his daughter. That's what it was. Oh my gosh. Um, gosh, everyone has become old and retired during your pee. I wasn't gone that long. Jiminy Christmas. Oh my gosh. Ah, listen, here's what I'll say. Uh, Chris just gained this new family, so just there's going to be a little bit of time of adjustment, right? He's going to forget that he has an extra daughter. So don't, I'm sure he still loves you just the same. Oh, what a family. I love it. I need to call the cops. Oh, oh my gosh. That's amazing. Okay. Oh, CPS. Not oh, Child Protective Services. I inserted my own letter there. uh, I'm like, call the cops. I'm just gonna read it how I want to read it. I think that happens a lot nowadays with like text messages and stuff. Like you get because people overtype fast and they don't do spell check or change it, and you're like, well, I think that's what they meant to say, and that's what I did right there. I was like, oh, I think he meant to say cops. No, he meant to type out CPS. I should have more faith. Uh, this is cheaper by the dozen three. Oh gosh, I love it. That's a great movie. I love Steve Martin. I mean, I know it's not the original, but Steve Martin's version was the one I watched when I was growing up. Um, so cool. So let's see. Is there any other questions or anything else that can kind of spawn some conversation? I could talk about Disney some more. Oh, you know what? I will mention. We talk about magical moments. Like that was kind of the fun part about the job. Was just finding ways to do like fun stuff for people or like surprising them. Like because obviously that makes people happy and like I love doing that. Um, like there was one time, this was like such a weird one, but there was a guest who was at Animal Kingdom looking for a specific type of, this was a dessert that they offered, but they didn't offer it in the park. They offered it at one of the resorts. And I spent like all day making phone calls, trying to figure out where they sold it, where could I get some. I ended up getting the person's information. And so later in the day, I went to the place that sold them, picked a bunch up, took it to their resort that they were staying at, and then had the front desk put it in their refrigerator with a little note. So when they got back from the park that day, they had a little surprise waiting for them in the refrigerator. It was the cutest thing in the world, and they ended up getting in touch later and thanking me. It was such a cool surprise moment. I loved doing that kind of stuff all the time. Um, it was so great. Um, you want another story? Mandy, I don't know if you know or not, but I worked at Disney for a little bit. So oh goodness. I can't keep up with your family chat, guys. Everybody's related. What's happening? uh, my wife waited in line for 45 minutes with our kid for a ride. Turns out it was just a wait, what was it? Turns out it was just a large group of people standing around. We used to laugh about that because we would see that kind of stuff where people would start to line up and we're like, what are they lining up for? And then we'd go over and be like, hi, folks, there's no line here. Like, you can. And then people would be like, oh, I thought I was in line for the popcorn or I thought I was in line for this. And it's like, no, I don't know why you're standing here. Oh, gosh. So many moments of that. It was so great. I will say that um, there is this, and I even do it when I go. So when you go to Disney, I mean, I guess this happens with any kind of vacation you go on. A lot of times you turn your brain off, right? Because you're on vacation, you don't want to think about things. You just want to do it. You just want to enjoy it. You just want to like be led around. Like I don't want to think. and that's where, as cast members and anybody who works at Disney with the guests, that's what happens. You just become the guest's brain, and you have to think one step ahead of them sometimes, because there's just moments of like, what are they doing? Like, okay, let me take care of this because they have no idea what they're doing right now. Okay, I see where I fit in now. I'm Ramus's grandfather. I wasn't expecting that to happen so soon, but that's great. As a Florida man, what superpower do you have? Oh my gosh, Pop. All right, that is on point. Danny, look at Danny coming in here with all his emojis. Wait, I'm sorry, they call them emoticons here. I don't know what the. Oh my god, what are your emoticons? This is fantastic. I like the little hey girl, hey girl. I don't know what I would use the butt one for. Is that one just like hey? Like, is there a use for that one? Wait a minute, let me highlight it because sometimes it'll say no. It just has the oh, it just says booty. I love it. It's such a great one. Oh, the little flirt one. That's cute. And then the hey. I like those. Oh, your butt is famous. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me, Danny. I did not realize how famous your booty was. That's great. I love it. I love it. Aside from Ashby, you are my other favorite person. Oh, how sweet. I bet what chaotic. Why do I have a feeling that anybody that shows up in here, you'd be like, oh my god, besides Ashby and Danny and uh, uh, Jackson and Carson and I'm just gonna name out Chelsea. You're my favorite person. I love that. That's so great. Um, let's see. What did? Oh, I've missed questions. I'm so sorry, Queen. Thank you for keeping me on top of things here. Um. Oh wait, Queen, you had a story too. Hold on. What's yours? You said she held up the "Will you marry" sign while the ring came out. Oh no. Is that at the? Are you talking about the restaurant at the Seas? Did I miss the first part of that? Oh yeah, there it is. He was helping a guy to try to propose. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Those are fun. I never got to see one of those, but man, I've heard stories about the proposals from the divers in the water setup. That was good. Didn't they do an episode of didn't they do that in Full House? Like, wasn't he going to propose to Becky or something? I might be mixing up shows. They did, a few of those shows did Disney episodes. Okay, Donovan asked what your favorite superhero is. Ooh, that's a good question. Don't attack the famous butt. He has a bodyguard. I didn't attack it. I just didn't know it was famous, but now I know. It's a Disney trait. Everyone's my favorite. It's great. I love that. You can attack it. It will fight back. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Um, okay, what was I talking about? You asked me. Oh, my favorite superhero. Okay, so I don't know if you can see him up there. Oh, he's hidden. So Doctor Strange is my favorite superhero. Um, I could probably go into like a thousand reasons why, but really it's just because like I love like uh any super hero who has those kind of like mystical magic powers type of thing, and he just kind of fit that bill. But also I loved his story in the beginning too. Like he was a guy that I didn't like because of how pompous and arrogant he was, and then he had this like whole like moment in life that completely changed him, and then changed him for the better, right? And it was an unfortunate thing that happened to him because he was in this accident and it messed up his hands, which was his life. But then turned it around and became this awesome superhero. So I just love his story too. It's just a really cool. I don't know why I'm like attached to that story because it's not like I lived that life where I was like, oh, I'm a surgeon and I make a gazillion dollars with my hands. I think it's just like one of those cool like moments of somebody who realized that they weren't a good person, and were able to kind of turn it around a little bit. So that's a little bit of why I like him. I just also like him because whenever I played any of those games, I always chose him as a character, and he was just amazing. It was so much fun. Storm is a close second. I think we talked about that. Who was it? There's somebody on Instagram chatted with me about that. I don't think he watches the Twitch, but we had a great conversation about some of our favorite superheroes. So thank you for that question. Um, Doctor Strange is arguably the most powerful one. Ooh, yes, he is. Who's your favorite OG Avenger? Oh man, a lot of superhero questions. Um, oh, wait a minute, we missed story time here. Hold on, let me go back to Chris's. When me and my classmates finished high school, we went to Leesburg, the biggest theme park in Sweden. A classmate threw up during the roller coaster. Oh no. It hit 2 rows behind him, and those 4 seats were the popular girls. Oh no. Best part was that this happened just as the camera flashed. No, it's on a photo. Oh, and everybody was laughing. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna take it that you didn't like those popular girls. Oh, that is amazing. That is amazing. I mean, also like sad that they had to have that happen, but like it's pretty great. Um, you just started eating again and there's puke. Sorry, Mandy. That wasn't me. I didn't trigger that one. Chaotic. The Full House Disneyland episode is the most, or Disney World episode is the most unrealistic. Oh, I know. That drove me crazy. Like when I watched it when it first came out, I was like, "Oh, this is," because I hadn't been to Disney. I didn't go to Disney till I was 16, and that episode of Full House came out before that. And I remember that was like the first time I saw like images and videos of Disney, and I was like, "Oh, I want to go there. I want to go there. It looks so great." And then later on in life, like I've been working at Disney for a long time, and I watched that episode again, and I was like, uh, hold on. Who allowed this lie to be broadcast on air? Like you can't do that. It also happened in Roseanne. I don't know if you've ever watched Roseanne, but Roseanne had a Disney episode where they went to Disney World. They were flying between parks. I don't know how in the world they did that. It's funny how they represent it a little differently than the real experience when you're trying to navigate Walt Disney World, this giant property. There was also a question asked if you could make any movie, what would it be about? Oh, wow. This is actually a really good question. I'm going to keep that here for a second while I just catch up in chat to make sure I didn't miss anything. Visual effects in the movie. Yeah, Doctor Strange again. Yep, yep, yep. You 100% have Strange's facial hair. Well, I don't have because doesn't his end, isn't it like he has a goatee? Like he's got the goatee thing going on, but he doesn't have the side hair here. So I could like shave that and then go for Doctor Strange. I did this because my manager when I was in LA was like, you need to grow in some facial hair. Can you do that? Never in my life. Well, there was one time I tried, but never have I ever been around in facial hair. One, because like Disney, you couldn't have it for the longest time. But two, it would grow in patches. And I was like, ugh, why would I want this? So then she asked me to do it. And I was like, well, I guess it was like 2 weeks during Christmas or something. I was like, you know what? I won't shave for 2 weeks. Let's see what happens. And I let it all grow. And there's patches. Like I can't have facial hair above the line that I kind of keep it at because it's all like gross and nasty. It doesn't, I guess it's not nasty, but it just looks weird. There's like little patches. So I shave that part. I kind of keep it a little trimmed and yeah. There's the history behind my facial hair in case anybody wanted to know that information. Um, let's see. Was there anything else I missed? Doctor Strange cosplay? Oh gosh. I did look into that one Halloween, but I'm too lazy. I can't like make costumes. I just buy them and then they're so expensive. So I'm like, forget it. I should also give myself credit though, because I made the Back to the Future, like the Doc Browns. I've made 2 Doc Brown costumes now, and they really weren't that difficult. I just had to buy a couple things and put them together. Anyways, um, I feel like I missed something. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, the chat was like scrolled in the wrong place. Oh, you need my approval on something? Okay, I'll check that in a second. I was about to ask your facial hair history. Thank you. You're like, oh, that was on my list. Check. Mark that off there. So thank you for sharing that. Okay, let me go back to the question about the movie. So This one's a little bit more serious. So I really wanted to, growing up, and as I got into like I guess I was just like in my 20s or so, like I loved, I did theater all through high school and I loved performing and I loved sharing stories. And I always wanted to share a story about, excuse me, I'm choking on my, I don't even know what I'm choking on. My throat's just dry. I wanted to make a movie. I know this is really going to sound vain, but I wanted to make a movie of like the experiences that I've been through in my life, um, as a child, as a teenager, as an adult. And I know that sounds like the reason I want to do it is because some of the things that I went through, I feel like people can relate to. And I felt when I was growing up, I didn't have things to watch that I could relate to with the things that I was going through. If that makes, there were a few things. Granted, I'm selfish because I want all the things that happened to me. I want to see those, and I'm sure like someone could pick, oh, I could relate to that one little piece, or I could relate to that one little piece. But I feel like there's people out there that could have, it could help. Seeing that other people go through things. Now, what I will say is the environment that we're in today with movies and TV, like way more stuff is being portrayed, and we're seeing acceptance, and we're seeing situations that people go through that we would not have seen, back when I was growing up. So yeah, so that's probably what it would be. Maybe not a movie about myself, but a story about someone going through a couple things in life that I've gone through that are really tough, and you could use seeing it on a screen to go, ah, you know what, that guy, he was able to get through it, um, and look at where he is now, type of thing. I know that's a little sappy and a little like, again, kind of maybe a little weird, but like I don't know. It just, to me, that would be the coolest experience to be able to write and to do a movie like that. I'm a terrible writer, and I'm also no director, and I don't know anything about all that stuff. I could act in it. But yeah, it would be cool to see something like that. So that's kind of where I would go. Good question. Thank you for asking that one. That's good. All right, what did I miss here? Oh, it's a really cool idea. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Sounds like an interesting oh, that's for oh, I see, I gotcha. Oh, totally not vain. Oh, that's nice. Thank you, Dylan. Appreciate that. Oh, chaotic, thank you. Let me know if you need a co-star. You got it. You got it. I would watch it and probably would relate to most probably. I hope Donovan is here to hear your answer. Oh, he's left. They were like, I'm out. He talks too much. Like, bye. Oh, wait, Pop, you got to get it right. It wasn't Disneyland. It was Disney World. Come on, you ruined the joke. Just kidding. Just kidding. Um, yeah, we haven't had chaotic. We haven't had like a good story. The one that comes to mind. I don't know why this one comes to mind, but the one that was not too long ago. Shoot, what was the name of that movie? That to me felt like, oh, cool. They're hitting a subject that really needs to like be on screen. Was Love, Simon. Is that the name of it? I think I might be right. Like that one was a great like, oh cool, here's a movie about a person that, and it wasn't even about like, I don't know, it was just a cool like, it was made in the right way to hopefully people, could connect with. I like that one a lot. That was a good one. Um Pop, dang it. Oh, Dylan's gonna write it and I'll act. Perfect. Done. We got it. Yeah, that was a good one, Chaotic. You should check it out. It's a good movie. Duel asks, have you ever been to Burning Man? Oh, I almost read that as Birmingham. The answer to both of those questions would be no. No, I've never been to Burning Man. Um, and I can't really answer that question fairly because I don't know enough about it. Um, all I know about it is some pictures that I've seen and like some videos here and there. And to me, because I mentioned this earlier, I am not a like bar goer or party guy. Like that's not me. I don't do that kind of stuff. It's just my choice, you know. And I feel like that's a giant party. But maybe I'm wrong. But that's what I see when I see pictures and I see videos, and I'm like, that would give me anxiety. I don't know if I can handle that. But I will say there's like cool things that I see. Um, what is it like? Some of the I don't know, just some of the pictures that I've seen of some of the different things that they have. It's like, oh, cool. Okay, like maybe I would like that. I don't know, but it's never been like I don't know enough about it to really give you a fair answer to that one. Alex says it's a week-long burning hipster trip in the desert. Oh, in that case, if it's that, then I probably wouldn't do it. Um, but it depends on what you do there. The art is amazing. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. I mean, I can appreciate art. I could do that for sure. Um, but yeah, thanks for asking about that. I think talking about concerts, I've never been to like one of those like festival type concerts, you know, like the what's the name of that one over there? Oh, why am I blanking on it? It was like near LA. You could drive to it. What's that big one they do over there? Somebody will have to say it in chat. I can't remember. But anyways, I've always like been like, oh, I wonder what that craziness is like, you know, like uh oh gosh, I can't think of the name of it. What? I don't remember. You have too much anxiety to camp out in the desert for a week. Oh, well, I guess that's you have to be able to do that too. Coachella, that's the name of it. Thank you, Ramus. Yeah, Coachella. Like I see those and I'm like, I wonder if that would be fun. But again, party atmosphere, a lot of people. I don't know if I can handle that. It's funny. I never really went to concerts until I got. I mean, it was like wasn't until I was here, like basically here in Florida, because I had a friend of mine who started to like, hey, come like go to concerts. Let's go to concerts together. But I had never done them before because I don't know. It's just I think whenever there's an event or something where there's like a lot of people or there's a lot of things that are unknown to me because I've never done it before. I get a little like I find reasons not to do it, and I've learned that about myself. So I try my best to not say no immediately to things. I've gotten better at it, but I'm still not the best. Um, Queen, I would probably go when I was younger, but definitely not now. Oh, okay. I probably wouldn't have gone when I was younger. But again, that's just because of the things that I deal with when in those types of situations. Um, Rain says maybe 15 years ago. I love that. Overdrive. Did you watch Uncle Frank? It's on Amazon. It's like Love Simon, but it reflects on the family struggle side of things. It's a really good movie. Vision from Avengers is the main character. Paul Bettany. I love him. Oh, I need to see that. Thank you. I keep seeing the banner of it on my Amazon, on the Prime Video app. Thank you for that suggestion. We're definitely going to watch that. It sounds like a good story. Uncle Frank. Oh, and I didn't know he was in it. Thank you. Now I'm sold. I will watch it. I'll let you know what I think about it. Let's see. So in Vegas, there's an amazing festival called Rise. It's the best experience. It's a lantern festival in the desert, and it's just the most tangled-esque gorgeous sight ever. Oh, that's cool. I've always wanted to see one of those like lantern festival type things. Um, like part of me wants to see it, but then the other half of me is like, wait, what happens to those lanterns when they fall? Because I've read articles about that where like these lantern festivals happen, and then the fallout from it is just this like awful scene of just these like poor dead lanterns just strewn across land. So yes, I would like to see it, but also can they just like figure out a way to get rid of lanterns when they lose their power to float? I love that Rain says I would be a chaperone now. Yep. I'd feel like a chaperone. Queen would be a buzzkill. I'm such a mom to my friends. You know what, Queen? I can see that because even in even in our Twitch chat and our Discord chat, you're totally the mom now. You're like, you're like, don't do that. No, put that down. Get back over here. Don't mess with that stuff. Don't take those. Don't take that strange drug from that person over there. Get over here. Get over here. Don't touch it. Leave it alone. We have a movie here in Sweden that goes really deep into how life is, autism, and the actor playing the part is Bill Skarsgård. Yeah, I know who he is. Oh, I love that. That's a okay. I'll have to watch. What's the name of that? Do you know the name of that movie? Is it in English or is it in a different language? I sometimes have trouble with what do you call them? Caption movies. I I, I have a hard time watching those. But that sounds like a cool story that I'd like to watch. You went to Jingle Ball last December. Half the audience got. Oh, that's crazy. Can you pretend like I'm? And then oh, that's funny. Oh my gosh, that's so sad. People were like leaving the concert. Oh no. Skarsgård family are great actors. Yeah, they are really good, for sure. They're biodegradable. Ah, that's what I wanted to hear. Thank you. Oh, and the workers in the morning go and pick them up. Oh, that's even better. Okay, great. I assumed there would be like a follow up to that because you always see stories about how like when people let balloons go and like now the lanterns. And I feel like there's got to be some sort of environmental follow up that these places have to do because of this kind of thing that can happen afterwards. Um, you're constantly pushing Queen on Discord. Yeah. Yeah, she's like that. That Chris, he's a jokester. That Chris. I don't know why I went into that voice. That's not Queen at all. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I remember talking about it early days of Twitch streaming. Queen and I used to work both. We both worked at Disney together, and our paths crossed a little bit. Right, we worked at safaris together. I don't remember if it was at the same time. And then I know obviously like the training world, we started to cross paths. Cross. Cro- I mixed up those two words. I was saying cross pass, crossed paths before. Uh, Quaharini. Quaharini. Was it Karabuni, right? That was was that the goodbye? No, I've got them all mixed up. Karabuni. No, Quaharini. Quaharini was the goodbye. Karabuni was welcome aboard, right? Karabuni, and welcome aboard for your 2-week safari through the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Nexus, welcome back. I missed story time. Boss called. Can't tell her I missed story time with Ashby. Oh no, Admiral, I'm so sorry you missed it. Listen, this will be great footage. You can go back and watch it. I don't know if I'm gonna put this on YouTube. Well, I guess I should. Maybe I don't know. I guess I will. There's no reason not to. I guess. Um, Chris Pass. I said Croft Paths. Waharini. Oh, anyways, yeah, I'll put it on YouTube for sure. I guess we're getting down to the end here, guys. This went by fast. I was not expecting this to go by so quickly. I thought it was going to take longer. But man, how fun. I'll definitely have to do this more often. I really like doing this just chatting. Kind of nice. Especially because I have just like so many stories I can share. It's so fun. You missed my answer on the movie. Oh. Where was it? The Swedish name of the movie is uh, I'm not even going to try to read that. In space, there are no feelings. Got it. Okay, let me copy that so I don't forget. Add that to my notes here. I'm gonna put Swedish movie, and I'm just gonna put in space. There are no feelings because I don't know if I can. It'll take me forever to type that out. All right, here we go. What? Where? Why did? Where? What? Why is there no new? Oh, here it is. In are no feelings. Cool. Thank you for that recommendation. And I'm definitely going to check out Uncle Frank as well. Sounds like it's right up my alley. Thank you for those suggestions. We're always looking for fun stuff to watch. Well, I say fun, good stuff to watch. Um, everybody's getting hugged by Barty Bot. Um, oh no, you're right, Ramus. Okay, hold on. Let me give you those points back. Okay, I'm rejecting them, so you get your points. You should see those back in your bank in 2 to 3 business days. I'm kidding. I don't know. It should be instantaneous. That's just usually the response I get for refunds. I'm sorry. I felt like there was not an opportune moment for me to use those voices in a just chat. So hold on to those. Next stream we'll be back to games, and I can do the chipmunk voice for sure. We should have a Swedish voice. Nope. Nope, that's going to be offensive because I don't know how to do that other than the Swedish chef, and it would be bad. Be bad. Oh, good question, Pop. How nervous was I when it was time for Charlie to be born? Okay, we'll finish with that one. I think that's a good question, and then we'll wrap it up. Oh, and I need to talk about my schedule because it's going to get crazy with the holidays coming up here. Okay, so Charlie, it's so interesting when you watch TV shows or movies. This is probably more directed to anybody who has not been around a birth, um, like I was before we went through all this stuff. TV and movies do not portray a woman going through labor correctly at all, because typically on a movie or TV show on screen, it's like, oh, my water broke. Let's get to the hospital. Ah. And then the madness that happens, and then get to the hospital. And then it's a lot of like, ah, like screaming and yelling and pushing. And then there's a baby, all within a nice 25 or 45-minute show. No, that's not how this works. I'm not going to go into all the details of a birth because that's for you to figure out if you want. And you can look up wonderful pictures that I saw during our classes that I will never, ever get out of my eyes. But I will say taking the classes was probably the best thing I ever did because at least it prepared me for what I had been falsely prepared for growing up my entire life. It is a long process, and it can be, I mean, it can vary, but it is way longer than what they ever show you on screen. And there's so many different things that can happen, it's just it's I'll let you experience all that fun stuff when it's your time to have a baby if you haven't had one. But it's it's a interesting experience, and it can take a while. What was crazy about our situation was like usually in any type of moments where someone might get nervous, or like if there's an incident that happens, like somebody gets hurt or something like that, I usually have a good operational response. And I guess what I mean by that is, and a lot of this came from Disney, was if something bad happened, that was my job as a manager. I had to take it at that, like I had to be in the moment. I had to keep everybody calm, and I had to, give out, okay, here's what everybody's going to do. Here's how we're going to get through this situation. Like, break, let's do it, let's rock it out. And sometimes those situations were moments of people getting hurt, blood, and the ambulance showing up, and like just things, bomb threats, things that could be crazy. And in the moment, you have to just respond to very quickly because there's a lot of people that could be affected by it. So I think because of dealing with those kinds of things at work when I worked at Disney, that now, like when things happen, I just stay pretty calm and collected, because if I stay calm, then whoever I'm around will hopefully will keep at that level, right? And I think that's what I kind of did with, Charlie. Um, was I think it was good to be Mary's rock um, during that time because it's stressful, right? It's stressful. I think it's stressful for both. There were times that I was very nervous, and there was times that I get scared. Like what happens? What do you do? But you just kind of, for me, it was stay calm. We have professionals that are taking care of it. Like we got this. We're gonna rock it out. And I think that was good for my wife because I think she was very nervous and very not nervous about but just the whole process can be nerve wracking. I think especially for a woman to give birth, like wow, what a crazy experience to go through. So, anywho, that was kind of how I felt during the whole process, leading up to our little baby girl joining us. So cute, so absolutely cute. I will say, the moment I heard her cry, I was like I was at that engagement in the corner, like, but that's yeah, that was that. I hope that answers your question. That's kind of how it was. Let me see if I just anything else I got to get caught up on here. Southwest wouldn't refund your ticket that was going to Comic Con. What? Why would they not? That's stupid. They should refund you for that. Will they at least give you like a voucher? Oh, that's what you said. You hate stupid vouchers. I got you. You didn't get the refund. That's what you wanted. I understand what you're saying now. Might help if I read the whole thing. Have I been to Indonesia? No, I have not. Answered that one really quick. You need to join our little language game next time. What? Oh. Okay, guys. It's time to go. It's time to end this wonderful thing we have going on. Thank you all for being here. This has been so much fun. But listen, the fun won't end, right? Because we're just gonna leave this place and we're gonna hop on over to the tavern for our after party. And we're gonna chat it up and we're gonna have a blast. And what fun. What fun this has been. If you aren't on Discord, hop on over. Make sure you drop in. I'm gonna pop the link in here. And also if you want to see any replays of my streams before, head over to YouTube. You can watch them there as well. Yeah, I say this every stream. You guys are the reason I do this. It's just so much fun. We will definitely do more stories in the future. I think this has been a really fun stream for me, and I hope it's been fun for you. I love suggestions. They just kind of keep me going as well, because whatever you guys want, that's what I'm here for. We will see. Should talk about pet birds. Thanks for throwing that one in right at the end. There's stories there as well. Cool, guys. This has been a blast. I can't wait to. Oh, right, my schedule. Stay tuned for my schedule over the next week or two, because there's some weird stuff happening because of the holidays. I'm probably gonna have to shift my stream day around a little bit. So I'll put it on the Discord, and I'll probably Instagram and tweet it out as well. So just stay tuned for some changes coming up in the next week or so. Just it's that time of year. Things are getting a little nuts. But it's been great. Thank you guys for being here. And I'll see you in Discord, and then I'll have a good weekend. I guess I won't see you all till next week. So have a great weekend. Enjoy Mandalorian. Enjoy Star Trek Discovery. We'll talk about that. And I'll see you guys then. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, everyone.